Hello everybody. So through this session we'll discuss scene passage and the first chapter only, the fun they had, we will take up today. So like that there will be a paragraph given and the question will be read the following passage and answer the questions. So like this paragraph will be there and after that there will be questions like these are the questions. How was Margie's attitude about school? Why did she hate school now more than ever? How was she doing in studies? What did her mother do? What is the meaning of scornful? So this part all will be of 5 marks. So just we will find out the answers of these questions from the paragraph only. So the very first question is how was Margie's attitude about school? So from here we can find out easily Margie was scornful and she hated school. So that is the answer only. So we'll write down she was scornful about school and hated it. Then we'll see the next question. Next question is why did she hate school now more than ever? So from here we can find out that she hated it now more than ever because the mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography. So that we have to write down. So we'll write down she hated school now more than ever because mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography. Now we'll see the third question. How was she doing in studies? So definitely we'll find out the answer of this also. So she had been doing worse and worse in studies. She had been doing worse and worse in studies. We'll see the next question. What did her mother do? We'll find out. So we'll see here her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the county inspector. Sent for means called. So we'll write down the answer. Her mother, you can either sent for or called only. Called the county inspector. Then we'll see the next last question here. What is the meaning of scornful? So from here we can see here that she was contemptuous about it. She was showing that this is not worth, this is worthless. So the meaning used here is something is worth less. That is the meaning of scornful here. Similarly, we have second important paragraph from this. The inspector had smiled after he was finished and patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, "It's not the little girl's fault, Mrs. Jones. I think the geography sector was geared a little too quick. Those things happen sometimes. I have slowed it up to an average 10-year level. Actually, the overall pattern of progress is quite satisfactory." And he patted Margie's head again. So following the questions like this. So here the first question is who was county inspector? So we'll find out. So the Hexman and he had come. So we know that county inspector is the person who used to repair the mechanical teacher. So we'll write down county inspector is the person who uses to repair and adjust mechanical teacher. Second question is, who was Mrs. Jones? So from here we can find out that Mrs. Jones was Margie's mother only. So we'll write down Mrs. Jones was Margie's mother. Then we'll see the next question. What did he, a county inspector, say to Mrs. Jones? So you see that he said to Mrs. Jones that it's not the little girl's fault and that it is geography sector's fault which was geared a little too quick. So answer of this is that he told Mrs. Jones that it was not Margie's fault. So little girl is Margie only. Now we'll see the next question. Next question is, what was the problem with Margie's teacher? So the problem is find out by county inspector that the geography sector was geared a little too quick. That was the problem with Margie's teacher. So we'll write down the problem was that geography sector was geared a little too quick. Now we'll see the last question. What did county inspector do? So what did he do? He slowed it up to an average 10-year level child. So we'll write down he slowed it up to an average 10-year level. Similarly, we have third important paragraph, that is Margie was disappointed. She had been hoping they would take the teacher away altogether. They had once taken Tommy's teacher away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. So she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about school? Followed by questions like this. So here the very first question is, why was Margie disappointed? So we know that Margie was disappointed. Before that, what had happened? County inspector has slowed it down. So she did not want that. So she was disappointed because it was repaired. So the answer is only she was disappointed because her teacher was repaired. Now we'll see the next question. Second question, what had she been hoping? So she had been hoping that they would take the teacher away altogether. She had been hoping that her teacher would be taken away. Then we'll see the third question. Why was Tommy's teacher taken away once? So from here we can find out that Tommy's teacher was taken away for nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. So answer is Tommy's teacher had been taken away for a month because its history sector was blanked out completely. Then we'll see the fourth question only. What did Maggie ask Tommy? So from here we can clearly see that she asked Tommy that why would anyone write about school. However, we will change the narration only and the answer will be, so answer is she asked Tommy why anyone would write about school. And then we see the last question here. So the last question is name the chapter and the writer. So definitely chapter is Fun They Had. The fun they had, and the author, or we say the writer of the story, is Isaac Asimov. Thank you.